Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is probably going to be like a little mini video. Probably nothing substantial. I don't know when it's going to go out, but it's going to go out. So I like to film most updates on the Miata and the GTI. And this one is an update. I had a little accident, nothing big. I drove the Miata recently. As you guys can see here, the side skirt is missing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have known this already, but I had a little oopsie. I took the car out for a long drive, went to grab some lunch, parked a little close to a curb, and when I was leaving, I just kind of drove over it, I guess. Caught the edge of the side skirt, and it just kind of crunched. So this is all broken. This is pretty mangled. Otherwise, the rest is fine, but you'll see kind of up in here, it got all scratched up. If this wouldn't be visible, I'd probably just figure out a way to, tie it all back together. But this part is good. The side splitter's good. It's got a little scuff here, some scuff here, but I can sand that. It's not worth ordering new side splitters because, if you can reuse it, I'll just reuse it. But we need a new side skirt. This just won't do. This is all scratched up. And luckily, I found one very quickly. There's a parts store or parts yard in Fort Worth area called Mazda Nissan Heaven. So that's where we're headed this morning. I'm trying to get this done before work because of course they close at 5 and I won't have too much time on the weekends if I'm shooting other videos. So we're gonna go do it now. Show you the side skirt real quick, or where the side skirt was. It snapped off pretty cleanly. We've only got 2 broken little retainers here and here. Otherwise everything else is pretty clean. Didn't mess with the rally backer over fender. No metal is bent or anything like that. Yes, my side sills are mangled, as you can see down below. But I don't care about that. So let's get this fixed. Let's head to Fort Worth and get this new side skirt put on. Alright, Mazda Nissan Heaven. I believe this is it. I don't think I can make it over that bump. Well, I guess I could have, but we're at least here. Alright, I got the part right back here, and it's all right condition. I mean, it's certainly not perfect, but it's not broken, so better than what I've got right now. Initial impressions, I've never seen a side skirt off of the car before. I'm really hoping, it was listed from a NC2, and the side skirts are different from the NC2 and NC1. I'm really hoping that I didn't get an NC1, but it's hard to tell with it off the car. So we'll find out when we get home, and if it's the case, then we'll just have to figure something else out, and this will just be a stupid mistake that has been even more annoying to deal with. But let's get home, we'll take a look at it, and we'll get the new one installed and everything. So let's get home. This is the old side skirt right here. This is the new one. It's got a pretty deep scratch here that I'm probably gonna just try to fill in with some paint match. And then there's some lighter scratching kind of along the edge here. I think I'll be able to buff most of that out, but otherwise it's straight, it's clean-ish. Obviously not perfect, but I do think that these are the same. I kind of matched them up, and what I said earlier about the NC1 being different is true, but I do think this is actually an NC2, so should have no problem putting a side splitter on and having it level with the ground. The issue is with the NC1 compared to NC2 and NC3 side skirts is the NC1, the underside doesn't sit parallel with the ground, so it looks a little different, but this looks correct. Otherwise, I think we're good. I think we're in good shape here. Put this back on. I'm really lucky that I found this. It was $100, and it was like the only one that I could find. So really excited that I got this. So what I'm gonna do next is take off the side splitter here, clean up the front end, throw a little fresh coat of paint on it, and then we'll put the side skirt on the car. And after that, we'll put the side splitter on the side skirt because I want to make sure it matches up and everything. So let's get this done. It seems pretty easy. I've never worked with side skirts before. This is kind of new to me, so I'm going to probably look at a few write-ups or instruction manuals or something online just to make sure I get it on there correctly. But otherwise, we should have our car back to normal here in a little bit. All right, so a little update here. I got the old side splitter off of the old side skirt. You can see right here. So this just got really mangled. It used to fit in like right here, and it's just gone. Yeah, this is pretty trashed. I mean, I thought about seeing if I could fix it at first, and then, you know, if I could just get this part sprayed or something, but it's too far gone. So it'll be a wall piece for a little bit, and then probably end up in the trash at some point. I got our new one. I took my buffer. It's not a good buffer or anything, but on camera it looks pretty good. In person, it's definitely got its flaws. I'll show you up close and see if I can get it. So right here you can see there's some surface scratches that are just kind of in the paint. They're not super noticeable now that I've buffed it. There's a scratch going right here. You can see it in the reflection, and then right here is where the deepest scratch was, and I did my little touch-up paint on it. The camera's not gonna focus, but I did my little touch-up paint on it, and this is a Mazda touch-up pen, so it's not the best color match, but at least it's not a black scratch. So that's the best it's gonna be. Up here looks good. It cleaned up pretty nicely. It definitely has its, you know, wear on it from being a side skirt. I mean, it sees rocks and things like that. And, you know, not everyone takes care of their cars to the same level as other people. So obviously there was some curbing and things like that. I mean, look at me. I try to take care of my car as best I can. And even I sometimes make some mistakes, but anyways, there's that. Right here is our side splitter. I sanded along the edge. There's still some little tiny, like, you know, divots. I wouldn't even call it a scratch anymore. It's just kind of a imperfection at this point. But these side splitters are so cheap. I would buy a new one, but if I can save money and just salvage it, I mean, I feel like they already looked kind of cheap in some angles. So, you know, this definitely isn't making it worse. I don't think it's making it better either, but I gotta throw maybe 2 more coats on. And then this will be good to go on. I gotta take the tape off the top, but otherwise, that's that. So I know I've already talked about this in a previous clip. This video is going for like 3 days, but throwing the side skirt back on and then throwing the side splitter back on, then we can get this show on the road. All right, and our new side skirt is on. My battery's about to die, so hopefully this clip lasts. I had to do adjustments kind of throughout. I had an issue with the clips. Found it easier just to put all the clips into the side skirt first and then punch the side skirt in. My main issue is since I couldn't find the clips for the bottom, we've got this wiggle right here. It's not totally secure on the bottom. So I think what I'm gonna do is use some screws to drill into the plastic retainers that are still in there and hold it in that way. I think it'll work, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'll set that up, and then we'll get the side splitter on. All right, side splitter is back on. Right now it's just held on by the double-sided tape, but we're obviously gonna put some screws in the bottom because that will make it much more secure. So it's really good to have this back on. It looks a lot better on the car. It kind of, you know, the shadows of the curves on the bottom hide any of the scratches, and super thankful that I could find the same color and have it just thrown back on the car. So really happy with this. Very thankful that we had a quick solution. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some screws on the bottom and then we'll wrap this video up. And just like that, we've got our screws in the bottom. Everything is basically back to the way it should be. All is well in the world of the NC Miata. So kind of a video that came out of nowhere. I was again planning to make the reveal video, but this kind of happened. So yeah, like regarding the reveal video, I've kind of just been waiting for the weather to be right. I need a second shooter. I think I'm gonna have a drone for it. So I'm trying to plan for like a really cool video to kind of show the car being done, I say, but you know, to the point of where it is right now, I want to be able to show that to you guys in a cool way, and it just hasn't really happened. And especially with this, this set me back a weekend, that's for sure. So, but it's back together, back to the way it should be. And yeah, so now the car isn't super embarrassing anymore. So I hope you guys are gearing up for the holidays. I'm gonna be working on smashing out as many videos as I can in the coming days. If you are new to the channel and you like the NC content and you like the GTI content, be sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you in the next video.